Hello and welcome to A Safe Space with Grace. Today we have a very special guest joining the platform, Mr. Terrance Gangsta Williams.
AKA Mr. Answer Right Back, AKA the People's Champ, Terrance Williams. Wow. Is this a safe space for real?
It is a safe space.
Okay,
Welcome.
I'm sitting next to a beautiful woman. I just want to make sure it's
Thank
safe.
you.
I
I don't
make sure
bite.
it's safe.
I don't bite.
Okay.
But
I
thank
ain't
you for
biting.
joining us today.
Okay, you can bite.
So, as some of us, well, we all know Mr. Terrance Gangsta Williams,
Okay,
right?
okay.
And a lot of us know the backstory of how you went to prison and you did a bit in prison, 23 years and 10 months?
There you go, get it right.
23 years and 10 months.
Big facts.
So my question to you today is, first of all, you've been out for a little while, you're doing your thing.
2 years.
God is good, right?
All the time.
God is good. And I know you don't take it for granted. I see what you're doing and the movement with your nonprofit and all your different platforms on YouTube and Instagram. So kudos to you.
Thank you very
I
much.
salute you,
Appreciate
black
that.
brother.
Okay.
But let me ask you, how was it? I know it wasn't easy, right? And when we talk about mental health on this platform, I want to get into what was it that held you, down, like within your soul? What was it that kept your mind, kept your mind going? A lot of people can't make it. They don't make it out. 23 years is a long time. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of death and just a lot, period. Drugs or whatever goes on in the prison. It's not good. So what was it that kept you sane? I know your mom, played a big part in that, right?
Yes.
And your brothers and just your loved ones as a whole. But what was it like during the times when you couldn't call them, late in the midnight hour, what was it that kept you going and kept you?
All right, let me say this first, Ms. Grace.
Okay.
In a safe space.
Yes.
Because you asked me the question, then you answered it for me when you went to talk about, because I want to say my mother and my brothers, but you answered my question.
Other than them. I said other than
Yeah, but I want to add them too. So anyway.
Is it safe space with Grace? Or?
I don't know, I'm trying to make sure. Anyway, so like I was saying, if I was rooted directly by her, God, my religion, I'm a Muslim.
Okay.
I pray 5 times a day. When I pray, I'm more at peace. I like to read, I like to study. And that's what helped me, because at one time I didn't care about no one. If you was in my close circle, it was like whatever, forget about you, I started reading and studying and make sure your neighbor okay. Yeah. Check on people, help people out. It's the little things. Somebody might be walking, you move a rock out the way, move something out of the way for this person falling and slip, So I just started reading, studying stuff, and it just had me more at peace.
Okay, well that's good. That's always a good thing to have a higher power to look up to. That gives that solace, gives you hope, gives you something to look forward to every day, and praying 5 times a day. Wow, that's being devout. I'm a Christian, but I have a lot of friends that are Muslim that are very devout. Like, I will say that sometimes I feel like Muslims are more devout than us Christians. The same with Jehovah's Witness. They go out, they pass their tracts, and they're really, about it. So that's good. What were some of the tough moments? Like, were you ever in the hole or solitary confinement? And, how were you able to manage and navigate?
I did the longest I've done in the whole, I think 11 months.
At one time? Wow. And in the whole, are you able to have, because you're not able to have like certain things, right? In there, like, were you able to have your Quran or were you able to have, okay.
You can order magazines, regular novels.
Okay.
You have your radio.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
To get you through, basically, is what I'm saying.
Okay. When people hit a hole, it's not as bad as people think.
Okay, because that's what
you think like this is the hole and nothing, just dark in there, just
your lunch when it comes, your breakfast, and that's just that,
No, you get to order, like I said, you can order books, all kind of books, hood novels, regular religious books, history books. You get all kind of magazines.
So that kind of carried you through.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, then you got people sending you mail, you getting pictures from the outside.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, then we would get like we would rip something string out of a mattress or something or a blanket tied up and then take some of the black stuff out the window and make or take a battery or take something and slide the string under the door.
Is that called a kite?
Or yeah, right.
Okay.
So you been in jail? So,
this is a safe space with Grace. Interviewing Terrance Gangsta Williams.
That's right. I'm in the building. Yeah.
Okay.
So and I would send it to the other cell and trade magazines with him or pictures or get stamps and you always had something going on in the we call it the shoe segregation.
Okay.
So the whole we break it down shoe, but some people don't make it in there. Some people go because some people don't have outside support.
Yeah, it seemed like that would cause somebody possibly to go crazy.
Yes.
I mean, mentally, when we're talking about mental health, some people need that. They have to have that communication, that support system. When you don't have it, it's like when people were in quarantine during COVID. A lot of people couldn't take it. It caused depression and anxiety and other things. Yeah. So you had that support system. So then let me ask you then, what will be the difference? What's the purpose of being in solitary confinement? And this may sound kind of crazy, but what's the difference? If you could still have access to all of those different things, why would they put you there? Is it more of a protection thing? Protecting you or protecting the other people or
Well, no. Here's the thing. When you go to solitary confinement, some people check into the hole because you can't live in the general population.
Okay.
They're scared.
Okay.
Some people if you get caught with a weapon in your cell, a shank, a knife.
Yeah.
Or if you get caught with drugs.
Okay.
Or if you're extorting someone, or you get caught messing around with a correctional officer.
Okay.
You get caught with any kind of contraband, you go into the hole.
Okay.
If you have a fight. That's what lands you there.
Okay.
So it's all kind of people that are in the hole.
But the amount of time that you're there is predicated upon whatever the offense was.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
So you could start out with 3 months or 30 days, but if you
run your time, you might jack the slot. Like the slot is when they come to serve you food, they got a little box. They unlock that, open up, and now the rules is down there. They can't open the next cell slot past their food unless this one locked.
Okay.
So some guys stick their hand out and hold
to
it.
be able.
They go jack the slot. So now they're gonna negotiate with you. Right on the phone. I want the phone. Oh, I ain't moving my hand.
Okay.
Get the lieutenant down here. So they hold the slot. Now the other guy, they can't get their food.
You're holding up the line, so to
right.
speak. So you're causing a problem, which could possibly get you more time in.
Right, they'll write you up.
Okay.
And they'll go to the DHO again for disciplinary. They're gonna give you another sanction.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's kind of just a consequence, and it could be a domino effect of more consequences to elongate your time while you're in solitary confinement. Right. So let me ask you this: how hard was it reintegrating back into society with like your family and your loved ones, children, or how hard was that? I'm sure it was.
No, it wasn't hard.
It wasn't hard? Okay.
That was the anticipation, because it's like my family was already in my life in prison, so it's like now that I come home, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
it's
so
more.
You didn't miss a beat.
No, right. So it's more of me getting adjusted to society.
All
this new stuff, right?
Okay.
You see, so it's like.
And that's true because time continues. Time does not stop. So when you get out, it's very technical. We live in a world where everything is social media and, even something as small as the laws, because laws change, going into the store and they may have a U-scan. I heard your favorite store is Walmart.
Oh, yes.
So going to Walmart and having to scan your groceries, I'm sure definitely wasn't out back then.
That was shocking to me.
Yeah. So just something small like that could be frustrating, but then when you're out, you're just like, look, I'll learn it as I go. I'm free.
Right.
I'm free.
Right.
So that's all that matters is your freedom, which is good. So when it comes to relationships, how have you been able to deal mentally? Because I know a few people that have, they've done time in prison, and it was hard trying to relate to women, and trying to build that relationship because they were still accustomed to being kind of like institutionalized, Are you able to speak on that?
Yes. Dealing with, I did half of my life without a woman. So now coming home to have to adjust to how she lives.
Emotionally, right?
Yes. So, sometimes you be like, okay, cool, I got a woman. But then sometimes it may be a headache because they get what you doing? Where you going? What's going on? And you want to run and go.
Women headaches?
What? You are very, yes.
Oh, they could.
Oh, man. Then you want to go on my phone. Nobody gave me the game on locking the phone. So I didn't know how to lock my phone. So I had 3 different women go on my phone.
Really?
Yes, they go on the phone. They want to call people, play on their phone, cuss people out. I'm like, you too old for that.
Yeah.
Now,
and that's stressful, right? You just got home. That's not something that you think you have to deal with. But that goes back to things have changed and you didn't know how to lock the phone. And then it goes back to trust.
Well, here's the thing though. I don't mind because I always look at this. I remember when one of my Muslim brothers said in Jummah service, he said there's always someone with a worse situation than yours.
Oh, yes.
So now when I had these little petty little run-ins with what I have going on out here, I think, man, you could be in prison. Like a lot of people get upset when they get stuck in the airport, they miss their flight or the flight be delayed. Oh man, I gotta be another 2-3 hours in this airport. Or when in traffic, it's too much traffic.
You could not be in traffic.
But me, when I'm in traffic, when I'm at the airport, you know what I say? I'd rather be stuck in this airport, I'd rather be stuck in traffic than be stuck in the jail cell.
That's true. That's
so,
true.
I always think about prison, and it keeps me grounded. Like
yes, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, it keeps me grounded because now it's like at a certain time at night, I might just get my car, go driving. Just ride on it.
The freedom of it all, right?
Yeah, because I know they're in the cell, locked in the cell, and not knowing when they open that door again. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. I'm just enjoying life. So a lot of stuff I don't let get to me. Like, I don't like the iPhone. There's too much on the iPhone. I don't know how to work that thing.
It's too technical.
Yeah, I got too much going on. So
I used to be like that. And I haven't been to prison, but I used to be like that. I'm like, why is it so much stuff? I just need to talk, text, and get on what I need to get on. All of this other different stuff. It's like it's a computer at your fingertips.
Right.
So okay, well let me ask you this: what's your favorite meal now that you're out? That you, of course, you didn't have inside.
I love Popeyes.
Dry Popeyes.
I love
Popeyes is so dry.
I love Popeyes. Would you get the white meat?
All of that meat is dry.
No.
And the crust is so hard.
Just depends on what Popeyes you go to.
Well, then, I don't know.
All you gotta do is just treat me to Popeyes. I'll show you a good one to go to.
Okay.
I'm paying for it.
I'll think about it.
Okay, cool. Now, I don't have a favorite meal now because I've been traveling. I had my shrimp etouffee, crawfish etouffee.
Oh, that's that, yeah.
I had gumbo. So I've had all the food that I've craved when I was in prison. I have them.
Okay.
I've already tasted that. I already did all that. So it's day by day for me. Anything.
Not a one thing right now.
Right.
It's just like I want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I was craving this. I get it.
Right.
I get it. See, I love me some mac and cheese and some collard greens and some fried fish.
Okay.
Some cornbread.
Cornbread.
But then I can eat some Nigerian food. Yeah, I'm eating my cornbread.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So before we wrap it up, I just wanted to say that you have a nonprofit.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's called They Need Us. We go around to the shelters. We give out toys, clothes.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in the process of talking to some youngsters at a school. I had spoke with some children in New Orleans through virtual at a school, at a charter school down there.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, I want to reach out to the at-risk youth. I want to help them out because when I was coming up, your mother, of course, well, you better stay out, but you're not gonna listen to mine.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't have people in my hood to say, "Hey, boy, you better stop. You gonna go to jail. This is gonna happen." Boy, they doing this. Everybody that I looked up to, that I grew up around, they were showing me how to do crimes and how to get away with them and how to be good at what you do before it's illegal. So now that I've been through it, license, I did 23 years, 10 months in prison, day for day.
Yeah.
I've been home 2 years now. I want to show these youngsters like, hey, 2 things await you at the end of the day, death or prison. And that's what I want to help them and show them.
That is awesome. And, more importantly, that if they make a mistake, they are not their mistakes. You are not your mistake. Right. That was your past. And now you can pay it forward and tell somebody else, look, I know because I've been down that road and it got me here. Now I'm on the out. I'm here to tell you, look, bro, it's not worth it. Put the guns down. I hear you say that a lot.
Yeah.
Put the guns down, and to be able to pour into the young people, that's a passion of mine. You know, I have mentored children as well. And a lot of them, they don't have that discipline in the household. They don't have that guidance. They don't have that go-to person to even give them the safe space like we do here to open up. Kids go through so much in school. I talk to my own kids. They go through bullying and they go through, now they have the fentanyl out and the different drugs and, you know, different things. And it's really tough. I don't think I could be a kid in today's society. I really don't. I don't think I could be a high schooler because I look at what the kids go through. So for you to do that, I salute you for saying, look, you can be better. You know, I didn't have that then, but I'm here to tell you now that I didn't go through what I went through just for no reason. You know, it's for me to be able to tell somebody else my story and share somebody else my story. Yeah. So I want to thank you for all that you do for the community.
Thank you for having me.
And for everybody that you come in contact with. So do you have any closing remarks?
Conquer the peer pressure.
No, really.
Conquer the peer pressure.
Yes.
Once you can get past not worrying about what the next person think about you, don't be scared to tell your friend, I don't want to get in that car. Ask, is there drugs? Are there guns in this car before you get in that car? Because you get in that car, you might not want to take his charge. Everybody going to jail. Go to jail, you can't be there for your family. Conquer the peer pressure. Always ask for help if you don't have it. Open your mouth. If you don't know something, don't be scared to tell a person, I don't know. I don't know how to read this, or I don't know how to do this. Yeah. Ask for help.
And I think that's a big thing that people, even my own children, I can speak to that real quick. My 16-year-old, I'm always telling her, don't be ashamed to ask questions. I would rather ask than go wrong.
But that's your phone. That was so unprofessional.
This is still a safe space with Grace.
I see that. That's why I was able to say
Not with Terrance Gangsta Williams.
That's why I say what I say, because I know it's a safe space. I know you're not going to harm me because it's a safe space.
So you felt like it was safe enough for you to talk about
right.
it? And put me on blast on my show?
Right, because it's that booty with that noise you just made, whatever you put.
They probably wouldn't have even paid attention to it.
There will be pictures of everything.
They're going to be in the comments.
What?
Why you didn't tell her?
Yes.
Why you didn't tell her, OG, to turn the volume down?
Facts.
To put it on? Well, anyway, nevertheless, I thank you for joining us today. Everybody, if you have any questions about anything that we discussed today, put it down in the comments. Thank you to our special guest. Until next time.
We out of here. What? Did it again. Somebody trying to get in touch with her.